And he's full of himself, and he thinks that because he's now so-called president.
Is he so-called, or is he the president?
So-called.
That's the president of the Federal Republic.
I believe he didn't win the election.
What makes the result at the poll says he won. The court in the first instance says he won. Yes. The court in the second instance says he won.
Yes, but the facts on the ground said he didn't win.
Who now won? Atiku?
Peter Obi won that election.
I keep on saying that even the blind man knows that Peter Obi won last election. Even a blind man knows that Peter Obi won that election. It was very, very, very obvious. Despite the whole manipulations, it was still obvious that Obi won election. Obi won Abuja, Obi won Lagos, Obi won Rivers, Obi won in the north. So where would Tinubu win if he don't win in Abuja, Lagos, and Rivers State? Because it's so clear that we can rigged Rivers State for Tinubu. Lagos State, Obi was the winner, and Abuja, Obi was the winner. So where did APC get the 8 million vote from? Let me guys continue the video. I'll be guys in a minute.
The thing about political party is that there's oppression of the underprivileged. I mean, people would say, go in, sell your house, we'll vote for you, they vote for you, you get landslide victory. Somebody in Abuja that has connection and money will buy it and throw it out. And you have nowhere to go, except if there is one man that always stands for the truth within the political system. Then they come to you. At that time, they need you.
So it was a unanimous decision that ADC, by this northern elite, is a party that could win election.
That would win. That would win election.
Okay. What gives you that kind of assurance? Or what gave your group that assurance that it will win the election?
We know who we are that are driving it. We know what we read what we see on the streets. We know what people say on the streets. We are Nigerians now. We are not living in heaven.
So the ADC is the party of the northern elites, or the choice party of the northern elites?
Yes, yes.
In your own mind, and I know that you're a Christian, and fairness is part of your moral judgment.
Yeah.
Where do you think power should rotate to in 2027?
Power should go to the person that will give every Nigerian a sense of belonging, a sense of justice.
Even if the person is a Lebanese?
Even if he's a Lebanese. The issue is the issue about politics.
So you don't care whether it goes to the north or to the south?
The thing is personal in the end. To the individual, to me, to you. How are you living? Is there any environment in which your aspirations are achieved? And who can guarantee that environment? So that is what is most important to the individual Nigerian.
I mean, in your own mind, you think that it will, after Buhari, your friend, for 8 years, power shouldn't shift to the other side, and fairly speaking to another 8 years? Those are the arguments of some Nigerians who think fairness is only if power, and that's the reason why your very good friends, Peter Obi and Rotimi Amechi, said,
and Bola Tinubu must include him.
Is Bola Tinubu still your friend?
Yes, of course.
Your former friend or your present friend?
We are friends. We've not had a conference to dissolve it. We have to meet to dissolve it. We've not.
No, but you've been speaking against him so fiercely.
Yes, I should.
Is that how you speak against your friends?
Oh yes, you are free. You should be in a position to tell your friend the truth.
On television?
On television, if he doesn't listen individually.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
July 2002.
That's a long time. That's 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, so that maybe he's now your acquaintance, not your real friend any longer.
Well, I don't know. At one time, as part of our problem when it started, he called one of our friends to bring a dictionary and read what the friend means. The problem with Bola Tinubu is that he thinks I'm the one that offended him. I didn't offend him. He offended me.
What did you do to him?
No, it's not for television, that one. But he offended me. And he's full of himself. And he thinks that because he's now so-called president.
Is he so-called, or is he the president?
So-called.
That's the president of the Federal Republic.
I believe he didn't win the election.
What makes you think so? Because you supported Peter Obi?
Yes.
So that's why you think...
The results available to us at that time believe he didn't win the election.
But the court says otherwise.
The court, of course, you know who they are.
The court stands for justice.
Yeah, the court stands for justice in court.
So you don't believe in the courts?
I believe in the cause. What can you do? They are there. They are supposed to do their duties. They are doing their duties. It's not about believing.
So if you don't believe Bola Tinubu won the election, the court in the first, the result at the poll says he won. The court in the first instance says he won. Yes. The court in the second instance says he won.
Yes, but the facts on the ground said he didn't win.
Who now won? Atiku?
Peter Obi won that election.
That came third.
According to the result that was announced, not according to the true results.
So how do you determine who won an election?
We have the data now. Look, we had monitors on the field. We had agents on the field. We collected our data. We know our results. We know the results that were coming in from the field. We can see clearly the point at which they were altered. We can see clearly, you know.
Was it altered in Anambra? Was it altered in Abia? Was it altered in Enugu? Peter Obi won landslide. He won over 90% of the votes in that region.
Yes.
He beat Bola Tinubu in Lagos.
Yes.
He had huge votes in the North Central.
It doesn't mean there are no states where election was conducted. There are. You know, when you do rigging, you rig only where you are strong. And because...
Is Peter Obi strong in Lagos? That is Bola Tinubu state.
Yes.
As a politician, you know what it means when you lose your home top.
I know what it means. They didn't understand the demography of Lagos very well at that time.
So it was a shocker.
It was a shocker. They underplayed the demography of Lagos. And it shocked them. And the demography showed. Subsequent elections, they worked on that demographic issue. That's why there was voter suppression in the gubernatorial election. And in this last election, local government. The demography took them by surprise.
Would you still be supporting Peter Obi in 2027?
I think they say a day in politics is long. Things have changed. The parameters that we were used to evaluate our candidate in 2023 is going to be different from this one. Things have moved on, so we'll see when we get there, we'll see what goes.
This offense that Bola Tinubu offended you must be a very grave one.
Excessive.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he almost kill you?
No.
Did he kill your child?
No.
Did he steal from you? What exactly could he have done that is so grave?
See, yeah, my friend, when we get off the television, I will tell you, if you want to know.
I'd like to know.
Not on television.
But he thought you offended him.
Yeah, because it was arrogance. The guy has an arrogance that belies definition.
That's the president, the number one citizen of the nation.
Isn't that a human being? When you get to president, do you become suddenly Jesus Christ? Or do you suddenly become Muhammad? You are still who you are. Being a president doesn't change who you are.
But he's older than you.
Of course.
You know, where I come from, they say you use age to cheat a child. Maybe
you cheat him. You are using the correct, so you cheat a child. So
no. In the, proverbially, that's what it says. Our people in Yoruba will say, "What do you use age for?" If not to. But I mean, don't you think as a Christian?
When I grew up, the way I was brought up, the way I grew up, not necessarily I was brought up. I don't respect you because you have money. It's not of no value to me. Because you have money, it's of no value to me. Because you have age, you cannot use it to suppress my truth. It's of no value to me. You cannot use it to suppress my truth. Because you have power, you cannot use it to suppress my truth. That's the way I grew up.
Did he suppress you?
No, because you brought the matter of age.
Did he humiliate you in any way?
No, it's worse than that. If we talk,
it must be very bad.
It is very, very bad.
Have you had the opportunity to speak with him about it?
I just told you who he is. When the people come to me, they come to me. Somebody said, "Oga, it's time to reconcile with their friend." You know, they think they will make insinuations of political positions. If you are there, people behind you will not suffer. I said, go and build your own personality, build your own person. To get to the position I've gotten. You cannot ride on my back while I'm going to suffer. You cannot ask me to override my own principle just because you want to ride on my back.
Would you, for the sake of peace, I mean, you're a Christian, the Bible says that you should be at peace with all men.
Yes.
Maybe somehow you could approach him and say, let's resolve our differences.
And do what? Then we do what?
You be at peace.
I'm at peace.
You obey the Bible.
You
don't believe in the Bible any longer.
I'm at peace.
Yeah, you're an elderly man.
Yes.
There are some things that an elder will just overlook and let go.
I've overlooked it and my life is going on.
So what if you see the president today, what would you tell him?
I'll greet him. Greet him.
Would you talk about the problem?
I told you, even when I was removed as SGF, I never gave Buhari the opportunity to discuss that matter with me. We're always together. We always met.
That's your character.
That's my character.
Is it arrogance?
I don't know. That's my character. I don't carry excess loads. You see, my character is that if we fight, we finish that fight, I forget it. I junk it and move on. Until another fight comes, I face it.
So this your antagonism and criticism of Bola Tinubu is personal?
It's not personal. I thank God that I didn't make a mistake of being in this government. I thank God that he gave me that opportunity at that time to distance myself from that government. I don't know, because if I were in this government, I probably would have been sacked a long time ago, or probably would have been killed, or I probably would have resigned.
Why?
Because the way they run the government doesn't gel with me.
What makes you think?
I cannot go to a meeting in which 99% of the participants are Yorubas. I lived in Lagos for a long time. The tendency that they finish the meeting in their language and then I'm just sitting down there. I cannot go.
Is that what operates?
Yeah. They are so predominant in the system. They are so predominant in the system.
So you're accusing this government and President Bola Tinubu of nepotism.
Let me tell you, when we were doing the campaign, after he went to that Lagos and said that thing that he said about Emeloko.
That's Ogun State.
Yeah, in Ogun State. There was a Bola Tinubu platform in which were participating. And they started insulting Northerners. Northerners are this, Northerners are this, Northerners are this, they are illiterate. So I wrote on that platform, a WhatsApp group. These are the people whose votes we will need. If you antagonize them, we are finished. Then I wrote that. The problem with Yorubas, and I still repeat it, is that when you support them and they win, they turn around to convert you as if they behave as if they have subdued you, as if they have conquered you. They will not count your support. I used to say that all the time, even when we sit in his house and they say, no, BD is not like that. I used to say, look, gentlemen, if they are honest, bring them on this television, they will remember. I said, the thing is that we are just doing this because we want Bola Tinubu to be president. We that are not Yorubas will regret it. Because when you go there, they throw us out. They say, no, BD, why are you saying that? It's not true. It's happening now.
Is it happening now?
Exactly. Worse than that. I didn't expect it to be like this bad.
If only we have a working INEC, a working electoral process, then there's no way APC would have been in position now. I'm talking about the next plenum. Because next election will be very hard for anybody. That's just because we truth. So far, APC are in power. So far, the current governments are working for the current party. INEC, judiciary, police, army, soldiers, they are all working for the current party. It will be very hard to unseat Tinubu come 2027. That's just because we truth. That's the truth. That's the reality. That will be very hard. But if only we have a good electoral process where there is no bribe and corruption, there's no rigging, there's no manipulation, because now that election, now we even heard that they are planning that they would allow prisoners to vote come 2027. Who knows what they will offer them? They might offer all of them freedom if they can vote APC. We know the country where we are. They can offer all of them freedom if they can vote APC. They imagine where all the prisoners vote for APC and they are all released. This country can do it. APC government can do this thing, I'm telling you now. They don't care what the person was charged for, whether it's murder, robbery, kidnapping, they don't care. So far that they win that election, they can assure them freedom, and they will do it. That's how hungry they are for power. They're not hungry to see Nigeria work. They are hungry for power. They want to remain in power. I don't know what they're gaining in power. They have money. But I don't know the issue. I don't know the problem. I don't know what they're gaining from suffering Nigerians. I don't know what they're benefiting from suffering Nigeria. But we'll get to find out very soon, because everything hidden under the sun will still come out, because this man was Tinubu's friend. But he came out now to stand against it because they're having issues. Who knows tomorrow who Tinubu have issue with and come out and expose Tinubu, because nothing is hidden under the sun. But let me get to your thoughts in the comments section. I will guys in my next video.